First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
But you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays.
So many fucking half. I got too many scars. Put my trust in them and it broke my heart. That's gotta be easy. Life is hard. Yeah.
The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2.
That's gotta be easy. 'Cause life is hard. That's gotta be easy. 'Cause life is hard. Yeah. On the road doing shows all alone.
To kick this one away. This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
If I hop in my car, so many fucking half, I got too many scars. Put my trust in them and it broke my heart. That's gotta be easy, 'cause life is hard. Life is hard. That's gotta be easy.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He had dumb people
Jaguars
open,
come to
bro.
the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Play fake. Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's second down. Now Murray off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Isaiah Pacheco. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Walker. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete.
We got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Levante David in on the tackle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this one's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Darnold going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We've still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. To throw, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Murray. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays.
I tried throwing a punt. He caught it.
They talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, shit, we're going.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Murray keeps it himself, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly right.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A gear for Walker running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You have to get the loop there. Close.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing. And bang that one through.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray now. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry
Oh my
on
God,
top
I'm such
there
an
at the
idiot,
end.
bro.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
Such
He's
an
in his
idiot.
way in
Such
this
an
one,
idiot.
but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And now the little across the 25 to the 27.
She like the deep. Wake a whole bar, wake up and repeat.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't walk on a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
My daughter gonna love this one.
26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design.
They asked me if I'm mad. I said really. Yeah, I'm money on my mind. I said really.
Just no cut
I
back
look
lane to
like
be
I've
found
been balling
whatsoever.
because I'm really
2nd and
balling.
10. I'm going to call his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough to run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Woo! Cut out Pacheco! Cut out Pacheco! Cut out Pacheco! Yeah! Cut out Pacheco! Cut out Pacheco!
31 yards.
Yeah!
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez now to add the extra point.
Cut up Dan Pacheco!
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 189 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And Murray will run it here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Murray going to throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. His pass on target, Bayless-Jones with it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Darnold now to throw. Crossing route complete to Ross. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Straight ahead, Walker. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game, the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And able to find Kirk complete. Christian Kirk, 62 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
Oh, my God.
Been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Again, it's Walker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ken Walker, 40 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. No! This is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying the left side with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean,